Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to some more Geopolitical Simulator 4 episode 9 with our series here. So we've got to get this back up, and I can think of a few ways to do it. Now, obviously we have helped out with the budget deficit a lot, but I took too harsh of measures, I think, with the health and social security. So we might have to bounce back the other way here and fix that just to get the popularity back up. And then we'll have to figure out how to cut it back slowly. But if we look at taxation, I've increased a lot of taxes here, so that should help a lot. And I just got to wait for those tax passes to go through to help budget a lot of stuff. So we're going to go back into health and social security so we can fix this. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to up a lot of this. Now, I give some of it back. It's going to cost me some money, but it hopefully should raise our popularity a little bit. So we'll bump these to all to 3. Which you can see is already doing that. Occupational and maternity leave will bump up. And bump these to 3. Emergency departments. Fight against AIDS. Fight against orphan disease. Genetic diseases will up. And if these don't cost a lot, we'll up those 2. Okay. And reimburse for the doctor visit will up a lot. That's going to be the most expensive one. And hospital treatment, prescriptions. Oh, okay. Let's see what this does for us. So we'll confirm that and see if that helps us. Hopefully it gets the rioters out of the street. That's kind of what I needed to do.
The budget deficit.
There we go.
Hello, I am at the central square. Here we are, it's rumbling.
Alright, get out of here, buddy. I've already fixed it. Alright, so that's going to get us back up there because of health and social, which seems to be really important. We see we got humanitarian, purchasing power, public finances, old folks. Okay, so we've got a couple other things to deal with. Let me go into environment real quick. I had passed legislation for traffics here. I'm going to cancel this bill because that was really unpopular. So that should help. Okay, and our Minister for Finance just left. Or she's going to leave here shortly. We may... Let's see. We're going to go ahead and give the army the order to end that uprising. What is this about? Okay, we'll appear on television, see if we can stop that.
Your television appears.
Okay. All right. Social health, humanitarian, purchasing power, public finances. Let's go ahead and go to civil servant. Let's up everybody's salary. Obviously, this is going to kill our ability to balance the budget, but obviously...
We have subdued the rebel movement.
Good. Balancing the budget's pretty important, but I have to get this up or I'm going to get thrown out.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
For what? Vehicle traffic in urban zone. So it got passed anyways, even though I canceled it? Whatever.
The planet is in agony, and the government is involved in wholesale loot.
Alright, buddy. And we got a happiness increase in Venezuela. How is the budget now? Out of control, I'm guessing? I don't know how to balance this at this point. Everybody just wants. You know? Abolish national service. People don't seem to like that. You could do a referendum on it. Number of months to 30. If we cut that back, was that... People seem indifferent about it. Why don't we do a referendum? Let's let the people vote on that. Let's up the monthly salary for soldiers. And see if that gives people, that helps with a little bit of purchasing power. State employees are happy now. Security, education, automobile, environment still, public finances. Environment's because of that law we passed. Regulate vehicle traffic in urban zones. No restrictions. Speed limits when pollution peaks. Alternating traffic every other day. Traffic in central cities reserved for public transport. We might bring this back.
The situation is getting worse day by day, and it now seems
Not resigning, buddy. So we could pass that. We could repass this. It says that people don't like it, but people didn't like the no restrictions. I'm just going to leave it now.
With your unemployment rate, you can't.
I'm working on unemployment. We're taking another debt. Liberation of highway. Okay, traffic has returned to normal, so everything has somewhat stabilized briefly, except for the economy, which is still on a super rapid decline. Alright. We got a sit-in going on for something. Alright, we need to deal with unemployment. Let's go ahead and exonerate a bunch of industries and see if we can get unemployment dealt with. So we're going to do aluminum. We're going to do bauxite. We are going to do electrical materials. We're going to do synthetic fibers, soda, and I actually have a list of what I want to do. So that's how I'm going through picking these, because I already know which ones I'm doing. I think that's it. It's it on my list anyways. I don't think there was anything else I wanted to do. If we take a look at industry info, we can sort this by volume by year, GDP, go to the top. We can see here the GDP, corporate tax rate, employment. The chemical industry gives us a lot of corporate taxes. These are the ones that we just exonerated. The building and housing. And yes, and then plastic, steel, cement, railway construction. I don't think these ones were... Either way, plastics and steel definitely. Soda's gonna be exonerated here, corporate tax. So I'm hoping we'll see employment numbers go up for a lot of these. And didn't I do aluminum? I gotta unpause probably. Yes, there we go. So now it's kicking in. So now if we go back to industry info. Oh, volume by year. Well, we're going to hopefully see these numbers going up. Let's do the chemical industry real quick. Make sure that's good. I think I'm going to exonerate that as well. Lots of sit-ins going on. Which we're going to take a look at. Aluminum, electrical, iron, and computer hardware is all going up. Computer hardware. Oh, cancel. Exonerate that. Okay, what do we got going on here? Oh, what did we get? The big public finances in the sit-in? Okay, that's weird, but we got a big popularity boost from something. Commandos, I know. Liberation of human sharing. Most of the demonstrators arrested during the last confrontation with a law enforcement official have been released. The most radical members are still incarcerated and will appear on a case-by-case basis to prosecution. Anticipating tensions. We had a popular sit-in. Mr. President, 91,000 people are demonstrating in Carcass. They intend to express their strong opposition to the government's policies. Some of their banners, slogans, and leftist leaflets testify. The march has been peaceful so far, but incidents can always occur. What is the incident? Resignation. In a deep feeling of failure and frustration due to my inability to take coherent action, Mr. President handed my resignation. No! I refuse. Minister of Foreign Affairs. You'll get there, buddy. Don't worry. We're going to make it work. I promise. One way or another. Alright, let's appear on television. See if we can make them feel better. It's only 43,000 people. It's not a whole lot. Alright, help for employing young people. So we could probably, let's see, we probably don't have to cut. See, the state budget's still out of control. We could probably cut a little bit of education and get away with it. Let's cut all this by 1 star. In an attempt to we're gonna get some feedback from that.
Your television appearance did.
Alright, so people didn't have any effect on that. Alright. Let's request a meeting with Brazil and the United States if we can get it. Actually, you know what? Erase that. Let's just do a meeting with the United States. Wow, we went from 100% to 58%. Was that because of my education drops? Yeah, young people, family, housing, education, public finances. At least we got a another uprising. Yeah, fill that available position if you can. Oh, you cut a little bit of education and everybody goes nuts. Okay, we better just go ahead and get the rest of the police force involved right now. We don't want to have to use the military again. That was very bad. If we can help it, that would be great. See, we've already failed over here at stopping these guys, so that's awesome. Hurry up, get here to the tear gas before you get knocked out. I have to throw so much tear gas to get these guys. To actually take care of anything. Oh, Jesus. I wish that the police would just automatically start arresting people instead of me having to, like, manually control all of this. I should be able to set them so they can just, like, throw tear gas and do their whole thing. These guys are gone. It's like I can't freaking get the police to intervene. Alright, we're getting the military involved again. I'm just not going to deal with it. There. Yeah, changes when the military's involved, doesn't it, buddy? It's not freaking... It's not appealing to have the military show up. Alright, so we'll just deal with all that again. It's like a can't win. You try to balance the budget and nobody's happy, and you try to freaking give them stuff and they're not happy because the budget's not balanced. And how is, at least not services, but how's industry doing? All right. Not a whole lot of hiring going on. I see aluminum's hiring, electrical. This is all the same stuff. You know, synthetic fibers. When do we vote on that new tax bill? Because that's supposed to help a lot. Not till 4/16. We've got a couple more days. Let's go ahead and rush to that. Let's see what that does for our popularity and our budget. Yeah, stocks crashing, blah, blah, blah.
I would like you to turn your attention to the fact that people would support you even...
Yeah.
My services have reported a
Unemployment rate has risen. As a reminder, the rate for the previous quarter was at 10%. We've made very little progress. That's unfortunate. We haven't even finished our oil well. We might as well cancel construction on that. Not going to do us any good at this point. Oh boy. Growth is negative 0.93%, which actually isn't that bad. Share of world GDP, let's see. Unemployment still 11%. Inflation 316%. I can't get that inflation down to save my life. National deficit percent is 48 still.
We have subdued the rebel movement.
Alright, movement subdued, finally. 6 more days and we vote.
The bill has been voted on, and
Alright. That was the vote to increase taxes for... we're increasing taxes for pollution, which will help.
Listen, you should place more importance on the opinion of your people.
I want to get through the 6 days because I want to see what increasing those taxes done. And we got a meeting with the president.
Please.
Okay, well, we'll do a sales contract with you, Mr. President. Let me see what I've got that you don't. I've got more aluminum to sell. So I'm going to sell you more aluminum. I don't have a lot, though. Okay. And what else do I got? Building and housing. That I already sold all of that. There's a lot there, though. Can I get you to buy what's here. I'm not sure if I can sell since I'm outside my means. But we'll find out here. Soda. How about soda, since that seems to be something that's pretty large with me? So you're not interested in buying soda. And I've already sold off most of my iron. I don't have any copper. And I've already sold off most of my consumer hardware. Oh, I still got... Oh, no, that's... Actually, yeah, I've sold most of that off. And you don't seem to want to buy any chemicals. That's because I'm consuming more than I'm producing. Okay. So I can't sell any really anyways. Oh, international meeting. So that made people happy, believe it or not. Maybe we'll have a few more international meetings. Why don't we have a meeting request with him, with the leader of Portugal there, just to see if we can keep increasing that. I can't believe we're still freaking alive. Even if we're just going back and forth with the budget.
Whether it's personal...
We have subdued...
Okay, here we go. So, security, family, old folks, humanitarian, air transport, purchasing power, employment, public finances. Wow, so that law was passed on, I'm guessing.
Whether it's personal problems or...
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay.
Honestly, have you ever thought about our children's future?
Okay, bye. Company taxes, a swing to the right. An agreement with the party secretary general, Mr. Manning, the goal of a political organization like ours should be to alleviate as much as possible the contributions paid by businesses. That is, of course, if there is a real intention of agreeing with the ideals of the party, which there isn't. Mr. President, Carlos has become both unbearable and useless. He rarely goes to the trouble of going to cabinet meetings, and when he is present, it's even worse. With a condescending attitude, he treats every question with disdain as if he has all the answers. He's a pest, I assure you. It would be best to push him to the sidelines, Mr. President. Who? Carlos who? I don't even see a Carlos here. I do see that we need somebody for treasury and education. What? Is the Communist Party in power? So am I, or in power? Am I not in power? These guys do not like me for some reason. Why do they not like me? Because I raised taxes? So who are all these people? What is going on here? Form a new... I think that just erases everybody that's here. So law has been passed. Social security, old folks, family, humanitarian, purchasing power, employment, public finances. How did that do for our budget? Did we not see that yet? Will we see that reflect? Ah, we did see the drop there. That was where I started just going nuts. We're so screwed. Ah, but at least people like me again. That's the most people have liked me in a long time.
I wanted to inform you of the support of the entire population.
Alright, everybody's happy. Temporary lack of morale. Okay, Carlos, so you're the Minister of Foreign Affairs. That's right, I remember you were giving me a hard time, so you're actually going to stay, huh? Alright. I can never get these to work for some reason. We can subsidize an association. Huh. Oh, how's the industry? Are we at least getting some growth? I exonerated a ton of these, and I'm not sure if it's helping or hurting us right now. Okay, finally, the exonerations have kicked in, so now we just gotta wait to see if we get some growth. It's gonna hurt us too with taxes, but... Okay, but here's actually a good place to leave it. So we'll see how the rest of it goes, but at least we've stabilized our popularity, so hopefully we can hang in a little bit longer, but the budget's still out of control and we're going to have to mess with that. I have no idea how, but I want to thank you all for joining me. I do hope that you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you next time.